welcome to 5 Minute 40k, the short, sharp look at all things hobby. Today is our new Units and Rules series, and we're going to be looking at the Sisters of Battle Codex and the Dominions, competing for possibly one of the most improved units in that book and in the game of 9th edition thus far. So who are the Dominions? Well, according to the Codex, they strike swift and furious as lightning, clearing bunkers, capturing strategic locations, and blunting counterattacks with their vicious salvos from their flamers and melter guns. Essentially, they're a vanguard unit. They move ahead of the rest of the Sisters of Battle, clearing out the way for the forces of the Ecclesiarchy to bring the light of the Emperor of Mankind to the enemies of the Imperium. But who are they on the tabletop? Well, they're a fast attack choice, which is handy as the Sisters have quite a crowded elite slot. You can take them in squads of up to 5 to 10 models, at 12 points per model base cost, which is just 1 point more than your average battle sister. What makes them special is that up to 4 Dominions in the unit can take a special weapon, and the special weapons list for the Sisters has got some rather nice options in it, especially in the new Codex. Specifically the Artificer Crafted Stormbolter at an extra 5 points a model, Melter Guns at an extra 10 points a model, and the Minister and Flamer at an extra 5 points per model. They also have the Holy Vanguard rule, allowing them to make an up to 6-inch pre-game normal move, which now includes the ability to do so whilst inside a transport. Now, this was something they used to be able to do in previous editions of the Sisters Codex, but as any Sisters player will tell you, it was sadly removed in 8th. There's also no restriction on other units being in the transports, so if you want to stick a squad of these girls in a Rhino alongside some other models and run them up into a nice strategic position to disrupt the plans of your opponent, well, now you've got the ability to do it. So what about the key gear and possible tactics? Well, as I mentioned earlier, they have access to a range of special weapons. The Artificer Crafted Stormbolter has taken a nice bump in the new Codex. It's 24-inch range, rapid fire 2, strength 4, AP 0, so far so much the same, but now it's 2 damage base, making it a nice double damage dealer. More importantly, the Blessed Bolt strat, which you may have come across Sisters players using on their Stormbolter arm models previously, has also taken a big change. In the previous Codex, it boosted your damage to 2 and gave you AP -2 on your Stormbolter shots, but now it simply gives you 2 mortal wounds on hit rolls of a 6, capped at 6 mortal wounds for a unit. Now if you get an enemy unit in half range, you're kicking out 16 shots, add in Canoness rerolls of 1, or Morven Val, the new HQ character, allowing you to be selected to reroll all hits and all wounds, and you have a pretty good chance of getting all 6 of these mortal wounds off. So goodbye enemies armed with storm shields or with good invuln saves. You could also arm them with a melter gun for tank hunting if you so wished. The Minister and Flamer has taken a nice glow up. Along with all flame weapons in the Sisters Codex, it's now strength 5 as opposed to strength 4, giving you a few more options for horde clearance. You could arm them as Argent Shroud, one of the new orders from the Codex, or updated orders from the Codex, and their rules are pretty spicy for Dominions, allowing you to make a normal move or an advance, counting as stationary until the end of the shooting phase, and allowing you to reroll 1 hit or one wound per unit. This gives you the option to really zip around the board and get the most out of the Dominion shooting at absolutely no penalty. Alongside this, you could boost them up with the Priest Hymns of Battle, another new category from the Codex, specifically the Catechism of Repugnance. This goes off on a 3+ on most of the Priest units. This allows you to have unmodified hit rolls of 6 automatically wounding, and attacks within half range getting AP -1, again improving the ability of that Artificer Crafted Stormbolter. The Dogmata unit, which is a priest and can cast these Hymns of Battle, also has the ability to pick a unit and give it obsec for a turn, so you can use Dominions to capture objectives alongside their speedy moves. If you really wanted to double down on the shooting, you could give them the Sacred Rite Divine Guidance, an army-wide rule which allows you to have unmodified wound rolls of 6 from range attacks, getting AP -1. All in all, the Dominions are a really improved unit, and certainly worth looking at if you're a Sisters of Battle player. And if you're playing somebody who's using Sisters of Battle and you see these across the table, and you see speedy girls armed with Stormbolters, well, now you know what's coming. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe and let me know in the comments the kind of things you'd like to see covered in future 5-Minute 40k.